I don't know why when I drive, I've been looking behind me, and if there's a car behind me that I've been for a while, I start getting sus. I don't know why I do that. Just my mind. My mind is so creative. Sometimes I swear. Okay, bye. It's gone. We outie. Hi, it's me. For those of you who don't know me, and none of y'all know me yet, but my name is Elmer and Romero. I'm creating these YouTube channel for my YouTube channel because I'm an influencer. I'm a big influencer. I am a young 19-year-old, almost 20, rising, inspiring entrepreneur. I am a person a youngin who is gonna invest. I'm gonna be an investor, entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it, to make money because I'm going to be financially stable. I'm going to be financially free to do whatever I want. And with my intention is to, you remember, set your intentions. Intention setting is important. I'm setting an intention. My intention is to be financially free, have financial freedom, and to be able to help my family, provide for them, and provide for me, myself, and my family. Because, look, when people tell you, go to school and be successful, to be successful, you have to get a job and make a living. But a good friend once said, don't make a living, make a life. You understand what that means? You know what I'm getting to? But yeah, I am going to document my journey because I want to document my journey into this new thing that I'm getting into, because you don't really see many young entrepreneurs, investors, a young person who wants to get into real estate investing, and all of that. Documenting my journey into what I'm making in my life, my manifestations that I'm making, then coming into my reality, aligning my frequencies and all that. I think that's just gonna me documenting all that and sharing my experiences, I think will inspire others too, and that'll make people realize, see, wow, not only I can do it, but you can do it too. Anybody can do it, honestly. And it just takes the right steps to do it. And you as a viewer, you're gonna join me on my mistakes, my triumphs. Because as I'm doing this, I'm learning. Because once you start something, there's gonna be mistakes. There's room for error. Whatever new thing you do, there's room for error. Just remember that. Because that's not how else will you improve if there's no room for error? Have you heard Selena's new song? De una vez. I hate waiting in traffic. I'm gonna go look at oh. If you live in Atlanta, if you live in Georgia, people have always said Atlanta drivers can't drive. It's true. I see it all around. It's so annoying. You know what's funny? I love my intuition. My intuition kicks in. Cause once, if I'm at a four-way. Cause usually where I live, I'm at a four-way where I live, and I be going there, cause I live in the area. And then in the four-way, you stop. When this happened twice. Oh, this happened so many times to me. This always happens to me. I'm going. It's my turn. I'm the first car. I stop, and then another one comes after me in the other side, right next to me on the left side. And then I'm like, I look. I'm like, this person's gonna go. And I was right. I end up being right. Come on. I end up being right. I was like, okay, look, this person's gonna do it. It's my turn, but this person's not gonna fucking obey and let me go first because it's my turn. And I turned out to be fucking right. I'm like, this happened twice, on two occasions. I'm like, this person's gonna do it. I love it. I'm here for it. You love to see it. There's a person right behind me, and they probably know I'm recording, but oh well. You're gonna catch me on YouTube. Yes, I brought my clear quartz because that's the amplifier. That one amplifies all your chakras, and I need my chakras amplified. And also, I have a black tourmaline that I carry around with me in my car all the time because it's for protection. And I'm protected everywhere I go in this vehicle. Oops. And since we're doing a first ever drive around with me, I'm just driving around. And then I was like, where am I going to drive around? And I was like, I've been living in this state, Georgia, my whole life. And I'm just learning like where these places, like learning, remembering addresses and stuff. Like, let me just drive around and learn this place, this state, this area. I want to learn and I need to learn. So I'm just going to go where I've never gone. And so right now, I'm on my way. You know where I'm on my way to? Oh my God. I am on my way to my old school. I just graduated this May, period, 2020, 2020. Sí, 2020. I speak Spanish too. You didn't know. You could tell in the Latin market. I'm driving near my school because from there, I want to go past my school and see where that takes me. Because sometimes when I'm driving and like I have intrusive thoughts. I'm like, what if I drive into that pole? Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm like, why? They're intrusive, call intrusive thoughts. But like, and I started driving to school my senior year, and like I was like, dang, I can't wait to drive to school. And I barely got my license last year. Like, I'm about to make. I think I made a year. I made a year in 2020. I made a year for my license, and I was like, man, I could have gotten my license at 16, but like I just procrastinated and I didn't take the time. I should have gone the other way. But yes. I graduated this past May. I'm gonna make a year this year, 2021. I graduated. Oh my God. I graduated this past May. And then I didn't want to take the traditional route. I was going to, because you know how when you're in school, when you're in high school, the one thing they only talk about is college. Get ready for school. Like, I was in the AVID program. And that was basically a program where, like, college ready program. Oof, my dumbass thinking this is a red light. Oh my goodness. The car behind was like, why is this man taking so long? Like, they were like, okay, get ready for college. You know how they prepare you for college. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to college. But like, once you're in school, like, I knew from the beginning, like, I just didn't like school. Like, in middle school, I didn't mind it because I was clueless. And then my first 2 years of high school, I was also clueless. I was like, okay, I'm in school, it's fun, you know. Like, you know, they what's the word? Why do I always forget it? The word that I want to say when I'm freaking, I already know the word. Puchica, hombre. No me digas. They basically, like I was going to say, we're made to, like, school. You're in school, but yeah, basically what it is, just school, like, we're used to school. And so then, like, yeah, the first 2 years at school, my freshman and sophomore year, I was clueless. I was just, you know, going to school. I had good grades. Freshman year. Excuse me, yeah, I had a good, oh wow, I've never been here. I had good grades my freshman year, my sophomore year, and I was in AVID. Because in 8th grade, my French teacher was like, hey, you should join AVID. And I was like, okay, I'll join AVID. Ignore this lighting, y'all. This is only my first video. I mean, come on. You gotta start somewhere. But yeah, she was like, you join AVID, and I joined AVID. And so then, like, my sophomore and freshman year, I was like, I'm excited for college. And during that time, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, like, in my freshman and sophomore year, I did not know what I wanted to do. Like, and I still did. Like, I just didn't know I had no idea what I wanted to do at the time. And we would always do research on colleges, in-state, and then I learned so much about colleges, and I was still going in, and I was just minding my business, still just, you know, just going with the flow, basically. And so then junior year came around. My junior year of school came around, and they say junior year, In junior year they say is the year where you don't want to do anything. The junior year is where you hit the junior is basically junior is the hardest year of your college. Oh my god. Junior year is the hardest year that you go through in high school, because it's where like they start looking at you. The schools start looking at you and what you do, and what you want to do, and whatever the fuck your curriculum, your grade, that don't really matter. The fact that they test you on how good you're doing tests is normalized and ridiculous. Because how does this work? They say test scores matter. It's all about scores. It shouldn't be about scores, and that's normalized in this country. But yes, and then at that point I was like, I'm tired of this. I'm done. I'm ready to graduate. My grades were dropping a little. My grades were dropping, and it didn't help out. Junior year, I'm done with school. F school. I'm ready to graduate. I was so happy to. Oh my god! And at that point, I was a junior. I was like, oh wow, I just have one more year and then I'm done. And I think at the end of my sophomore year was when I was realizing, wow, I'm a sophomore, I'm almost a junior. And then my junior year came around, and I was like, wow, I'm so excited to finally get out of school. I was so happy for that. Yeah, but then after that, and then my junior year was when I also wanted to leave. Like, I wanted to leave Avid. I was like, I'm leaving the Avid program. I was like, I'm not going to college. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to college anymore. I'm not. Oh my god, these houses are beautiful. This one reminds me of. I always forget the school from American Horror Story. Coven. I just wanted to leave school. I was like, no, not school. Like, I wanted to leave the Avid program, because I was just so done. I really didn't want to no more. I just couldn't no more. I could not do it no more. But I ended up not leaving, because just me being indecisive and my social anxiety, not really. I don't know. I just let it. But then I was like, I was like, I'm not going to school. And then last minute, I think my senior, that was junior year. So I just stayed I stayed. It was finally my senior year, and I was so excited to finally finish school. It was my last year. I was feeling the anticipation, the adrenaline of quitting, like graduating school, because it's like one of the biggest accomplishments you have, one of the first big accomplishments you make. Oh wow, these are so beautiful. Like one of the biggest accomplishments. And so I stayed. I think I told myself I was just gonna go. I told myself just go to college. I think I realized what I wanted to do, and that was psychology. Because like I always had an interest. I still do. I've always had an interest in psychology. Just learning about the human mind and what we think, what we go through, all of that is just so interesting to me. And so I think I decided I was gonna go for psychology, and then I signed up. I applied during the end of the school year, whatever. I applied. Oh, the first semester. I'm sorry. I applied to college, and I was gonna go to community, because community. If you're gonna go to college, the best way to start is community, because it's really cheap. Because school is expensive. Like you can go to college. You can either pay for it out of pocket. You can get student loans, or you get grants. And an Avid program, which I really am so happy and grateful for, they taught us how to get grants, how to apply for grants. Like, we just got a head start, basically, not like everyone else. And that's good, because they teach you, like, okay, it was all the cheats, all the hacks, how to successfully get into college. And it was a great program. I mean, it was a good program. The pandemic started, I decided, okay, I am going to go traditionally you would go the fall semester, and I was like, no, I'm gonna wait and go. How did I go? I basically applied twice. The first time I applied, I got in. Then I had to do the whole process, like FAFSA. I didn't even do that. FAFSA, you have to do FAFSA. I didn't do that. I didn't do this or that. Like, I was just procrastinating. But yeah, the first time I applied, and I applied the first time, and then I applied again. The second time I was gonna go in January for spring semester. Well, yeah, because I was gonna go to. In the beginning I was gonna go to fall, but then I decided, no, I'm not gonna go to the fall semester anymore. I'm gonna take some time for myself, because I just graduated. Like, why do you want to go to school right after you graduate? That was not the move for me. I did not want to go to school right after I graduated. Like, I just graduated out of a 12 years of going to school. Me finally breaking the shackles of an 8 to 3 schedule, having free time for myself, finally having all the free time I ever wanted, not having to wake up at 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then going back again, but just at a different schedule, more flexibility. Like, that didn't matter. Oh, what am I doing? Like, I didn't want to do that. So I was like, okay, also because the pandemic started in March, I told myself that I was gonna go in January after after COVID died down. I was gonna go to college in January, and then I made my second application, and again I procrastinated, but I don't regret it. Wow, it's so crazy how like where I am now. Hi, if you're here, that means you watched through the whole video. I forgot to, I forgot to, I forgot to film an outro because I was driving. But I want to thank you for watching. I say a lot. I want to thank you for watching. Yes, I'm so excited for this channel that I created, this YouTube channel, where I can share my experiences, and I'm gonna inspire other people to also be where they want to be. Because no matter what you think, you are the person that creates your reality. You make your reality. And if you think you can't, and if you don't want to follow what other people do, or usually we're taught, you don't have to. You can create your own path, like I'm creating my own. But yeah, thank you. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for what I'm doing. I'm grateful for all that I'm getting and receiving. And thankful. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Here's the next videos. Y'all hear that, huh? They're renovating my complex, but ignore that.